Okay, I think that means that we are live. I don't know who's up right now. Well, I don't know. It is 6 in the morning where I'm at. And I'm going to talk very, very quietly so I don't wake anyone up. Though actually more likely other people in my house are probably already awake and just wondering why I'm awake, because I always sleep in. But I didn't sleep in because I watched the special program. Hey, how is it, everyone? Besides it being incredibly laggy on Twitch and cycling through the same pieces of footage and pausing and all these issues, we saw a lot of really interesting stuff. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna get started with this in the background before it expires in a few days. Just because, hang on, I gotta do my usual checking to make sure that it is working. Is it working? It is working, you can hear me. Alright, we're gonna leave that then. Go to the mining camp to look for the Sumeru researcher. Oh yeah, Sumeru. Actually, we'll get to that. Oh, I need this thing. Yay, everything's brighter. I didn't think that the environment here would be so unique. In that case, the energy system of the Persina's spike, well, Teddy and Paimon, it's been a while. Why are the two of you here at the chasm? Actually, I do recall Kadif saying that you helped the exploration team out a lot. That said, the situation in the chasm has been worsening. It's no place for a walk in the park. You are? Oh, come on, didn't we just meet a short while ago? I mean, I do always end up asking you for help, but that's no reason to pretend that you don't recognize me. Oh, forget it. In that case, allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Hosini, a researcher at the academia. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. I've been working on a device known as the energy amplifier, and I even went to Inazuma. Yeah, okay. However, I've run out of operating funds for my research, and so I have to return to Sumeru. Okay, Paimon. Oh, I don't want to talk in the Paimon voice, because it's... okay. Paimon thinks she remembers you now. It's hard to talk quietly and like Paimon at the same time. You do? Oh, hello, lizard. You're Amplifier Man. I'm quite sure I never introduced myself as such. Whatever the case, I received a request from a fellow researcher named Kadif. I owe him a favor regarding research funds from way back. So I'm here at the chasm to help him solve this problem. Well, I hope that explanation's clear enough. In which case, let me ask the question. Why are you two here at the chasm? We also came from a commission. Ah, so that's you. And to think I was worried when Kadif mentioned he was going to get some people to help out. Since it's you, I guess there's nothing to worry about. I must admit that if I were to attempt to resolve the mud issue here at the chasm myself, it would take a lot of time and energy, but with your help, the odds are higher. What do you need us to do? You've heard of the Persina spike, right? A device that can release energy that disrupts the ley lines. According to my hypothesis, we could place the spike at the points where the dark mud is pouring out to disrupt the ley line movements and clear it away. Is the dark mud even related to the ley lines? Well, they did appear based on anomalies in the ley lines, so it's very likely that they are related. That's what Kadif and I have discussed anyway. So we can use the spike to disrupt or even close the openings that allow the ley lines here to access the external elements, which will stop the dark mud. However, we were previously just using the spikes to disrupt the ley lines. This is the first time I'm using the spikes to seal them. I've done some estimations and adjusted the spikes parameters. In theory, nothing should go wrong. But theory is, ultimately theory, and theories must be tested. I was just thinking of beginning the initialization process, in fact, but it has some risks. Well, you got the right person for the job. You observing the sites? Good to know. Alright. Let's talk. So, after one long year since his release. Okay, so we have to do this. Uh-oh. after we finally have a KAZUHA story quest, and it makes a lot of sense now. I think they didn't release his story quest until now because we needed to like. Alright, good. See, it doesn't show anything on the preview, and that makes me nervous. But it's okay because you can see on my phone the stream is fine. So it's just the battling these things. Anyway. Oh, and Hazel. Wait, you know what? I was so focused on the fact that KAZUHA finally got a rating. I didn't see which banner Hazel was on. I hope he's on KAZUHA's banner so we can just pull him. Cause you know, it's cool to try getting a 4-star when you're on a banner that you happen to be saving from. What happened? I'm fine with getting. I've been trying to level up the friendship for Ito and Goro, but I mean, that just taught me a lesson of trying to pull for a 4-star specifically on a banner because that did not go as predicted at all. But anyway, KAZUHA and Klee at the same time. So I'll show you. For those of you wondering, I have. So since I did all those polls for Shinobu, I'm about 30 until the next 5-star, and I got that many purple gems and fates. So we're prepared. I'm prepared to finally have KAZUHA. It'll be by the time I get KAZUHA, it'll be a whole year since I last pulled for KAZUHA. That's how much of my life will have gone by. But at least better late than never. I am happy he's back. And Klee. You know what? I have so many promo gems. I actually kind of want Klee. I think I'm gonna make a video of me pulling for KAZUHA and then Klee. That's my plan. Wait a minute. I didn't realize there's time. Time. Okay, well. I guess. Oh, it was just either defeat the opponent or run up the timer. Okay, then I'm good with that. What is this? Didn't you say that theoretically there shouldn't be any problems? The spike will end up causing the dark mat to gush up instead. Oh, is that how it is? To think that I did not factor the ground into my calculations. That was an error. Factor the ground into your calculations? That's right, our previous experiments all took place on softer soil, but within the chasm, the medium through which the spike's energy travels is not the soil but rock, but which has different properties. This caused a major discrepancy between the earlier calculations and the actual results. Indeed, theory is not a mere matter of imagination. Instead, it must be grounded and proven in reality. This proving process seems kind of dangerous, though. Also, why did so much mud come out all at once? Sorry, I'm just going to check the audio because I'm paranoid about the audio. Is it good? You know what? It's actually pretty good considering I'm almost whispering. I'm going like really close up to my iPad to the microphone because I'm like, but the sun is up, so I guess if anyone else wakes up, it's because of the sun, not me. This proves the need for experimentation and proof, does it not? Of course, if I didn't experiment myself, I would have been wound up being attacked by the monsters. Not that I worry about being injured, that would be a small loss compared to any damage that might be done to the Persona Spike. However, how would I answer to Creator Furnace or my fellow researcher in the KAZUHA? You should pay more attention to your own safety nonetheless. True, the data we've collected can be used to adjust the results of our calculations. Now, the solutions for these varying parameters, I believe there are 4 such methods, so there should only be one that will prove most effective. Thank you so much for helping me with this test run. I'll make some adjustments to the Persona Spike. Later, it can be moved to the mining complex where operations can begin. Are you moving it by yourself? Well, no, I agreed with Kudi to hire some local miners here to move it. But when they heard that my objective was to resolve the issue of the dark mat, they refused any payment. I've spoken to Kudi, even mooning from the Ministry of Civil Affairs, however. The more will still go to them as compensation. Of course, I'll need your help to start the machine up once it reaches its destination. birthday. Okay. Anyway, yeah. KAZUHA Story Quest. And rerun. And oh my gosh, did you see Fischl's new outfit? That looks so cool. She really does look like a princess there. And that's awesome. I get referred with the conches again. I loved looking for the conches last time and listening to the voices. So that's pretty cool that we get to do that again. And maybe see some new stories. It's almost, you know what? I just miss the Golden Apple Archipelago. It's like good vibes at the Golden Apple Archipelago. I just feel like relaxing in this isolated, beautiful space that is just for us to relax and enjoy ourselves. And I'm so happy we get to go back there. It looks like there's gonna be a lot of events there too in the domains, and then Fischl and Mona and Shinyan and KAZUHA all get to go to like their dreamlands, and we get to go explore the archipelago. That all sounds wonderful, and it looks amazing. So I'm excited for the summery adventures. D-Luke's new outfit too. 5-star outfits, huh? That actually give like benefits. That's pretty awesome. We gotta get to try that out. Well, I also did say that there's a difference. Everything's been prepared, and once initialization and operation, the spike will not need any elemental energy. Well, doesn't it need initial energy? Yes, before I had to adapt it to Inazuma's environment, so I modified it such that it could only charge and operate through the use of Electro. However, that is not our original operating mode of the Pristina spike. Originally, it was intended to function in this sort of environment. In fact, this dark mud is its power source. Oh, the mud provides power? That's right, and that's why the spike is perfectly suited to solving the issue. If you consider it, this dark mud issue we're having in the chasm is both symptom and source, both of which must be resolved. Of course, the source is the ley lines. Exactly. As such, we must nip the problem in the bud by sealing the openings in the ley lines through the dark mud is tracing out, of course, the sealing of the ley lines. I'm gonna go to sleep after this again. I know it's the morning, but I'm gonna go to sleep again after this. However, the Pristina spike has the ability to absorb the energy within the dark mud and decrease its power as a contaminant. This is what we call fixing the symptoms. This way, the dark mud that has already reached the surface will serve as a power source of the Pristina spike. As the spike continues operation, it will close the ley lines from which the mud is spewing forth. As for the monsters who have been affected by the mud due to long-term exposure, they will all lose enhancements to get it from it and be weakened. Oh, that's 3 birds with 1 stone. You know what? This Percy spike is even better than Paimon thought. Percy Spiky. Pristina spike. Pristina's brilliance truly is such that one might almost believe that the spike is specifically made to solve problems such as these. If that guess of mine is true, then this whole process of solving the dark mud problem could serve as valuable experimental data in the future. I'm tired. Okay. Who knows? This research may even allow me to discover some hitherto unknown principles between how Pristina could affect the aliens using certain devices. This subject has great value, honestly. If I could win the Academia's Kavikawa's prize with this, that would be wonderful. What's that? This is a prize that the Academia gives out specifically to young researchers. Every year, the sages will go over the research reports and then cast votes to select the winner. The criteria for winning are that the subject must be groundbreaking, creative, and that the person sending the report must have great potential and be under 40 years of age. All those who have won the Kavikawa's prize while under the age of 40 would want to win great renown in the Academia. That sounds awesome. It does. Well, let's start the spike up right now. That's what solves problems. Take note. We're gonna be fine. Okay. Good. Automated. Oh, this is different. Oh, it's very different. Okay, first off. Alright, so we do have a thing to recharge our human stone. Oh.
Burst forth.
Oh, the spike will stop. Oh, yes, it will stop charging. Whoops. My sweater keeps catching on this box. Stop charging on this box. Okay. Teddygal30 was in completionist to charge faster. Okay, what have I not talked about yet? Oh, Heizo. He just punches people. Yeah, Hazel's... it's very unique way to use a catalyst. Don't look close, watch this. I gotta charge this first, sorry.
Embrace the ice. Whirling snow.
I'm using Ayaka a lot. I'm glad I pulled for her during that incredibly long banner.
My apologies.
I should say that we can pull for Klee and KAZUHA and I wonder what we're gonna see in the KAZUHA story quest, because it looks like he was down with purple energy, and typically that's not a good sign. But who knows? It was purple and animal energy, which is kind of like when he used his friend's vision to block the Misuma Hitotachi. So, I mean, maybe it's actually his true power. I guess only time will tell.
Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Whirling snow.
Why is it not charging? Okay, now charge. They just keep coming back. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Burst forth.
It seems like they had some lag issues today on Twitch, but that's fine. Cause I'll just end up rewatching. I'm gonna rewatch it on YouTube anyway. It's fun to listen to, especially again, just listen to the voice actors talk. Sometimes, like, I just keep it on the combustion in the background once in a while. And remember when all the updates were new and stuff like that, but we did it, we charged it. Yeah. But it looks like we get to see more about like KAZUHA and the Ishin art and all that stuff we discovered during the Iridori Festival about his backstory or his like family history. The effects are better than I thought. We've recorded all the phenomena we've seen in the data we've collected, and most importantly, the dark mode is completely.
Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
I woke up early enough to watch the sunrise. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but I have to close the blinds right now. But I've been watching it come up.
Embraces its duty.
It's very lovely.
As a jeweler
All right,
cherishes
next
their
thing.
gem.
I like it when it's sunny. Because it's not always sunny where I live. It's very rainy. So when it's sunny, it's really cool. Alright. Done. Yes, we're moving further down into the chasm. Oh, right. The last thing they show. Oh, and there's gonna be more music coming soon. Which, you know, when they do the Shimmering Voyage, that means we are approaching a new chapter in Genshin. And sure enough, we saw a little glimpse of Sumeru. I'm gonna talk to Hosini first, and we'll talk about that. You're just in time. We were just discussing how to move the Persona spike in. I must say, however, that the situation is far more serious than we anticipated. This is bad. There's too much dark mud around here. It's crawling with monsters attracted to the mess. We can't move the spike in. We can't find any path forward at all. We're still a long way off from the mining tunnels. Come on, we've got to try again. If this doesn't work out, let's go back there and grab a few more buddies to help out. I mean, am I not too the mining superstar? I can carve through a mountain with but a few swings of my pickaxe. These monsters are no match for me. Let's get moving. Oh, keep up baking. We'll see how much redder your face can get from all that coughing. Nonsense. We can't proceed any further, and long-term exposure to this mud will have severe consequences. The large amount of monsters makes things even more dangerous. We'll start it. We put the machine in the mining complex and it was cleaned up just like that. If we could just get rid of all this mud sooner. This isn't the time to be prioritizing speedy solutions. Whether it be experiments and problem solving, proceeding without preparation and proper examination is too rash. One mistake could cost lives. Your own life is of utmost importance. This is one of the basic axioms of the Academia's lab manual. As a researcher from the Academia, I cannot simply stand by and allow such foolhardiness. But if we stop, who's going to do something about all this mud? If it continues to attract these monsters, it wouldn't be matter if we brought another 20 people. We wouldn't make any headway. Let me think. This really is unworkable. We can activate the spike once more. Here, first. Here. That's right. I just keep the dark mud emission, so once over, and they are faster than others. There's a lot of reading. Okay, it's just problems. We're going to get rid of the mud now, so we can move deeper in. Let's do this. Let them have a rest. Leave it to me, relax. Take care of myself. I mean, say your toes regarding the spike. Oh, thanks. Oh, but you have confidence in me. That's a good sign. Okay. Yeah, we got a little preview of Sumeru near the end there. But unfortunately, it was cut off by a lot of lag. The whole time at the beginning, I was afraid, is it just me seeing this? It's lagging and then cutting out, and then later on, it was looping the footage. But then I went and looked on the internet, and I was like, oh no, everyone else is saying the same thing as me too. I thought it was me at first, but then apparently it was actually just some issues they have, which is not fine. We'll get it sorted out for next time. I'm sure. I just watch it on YouTube. It's fine. But that means I gotta wait a couple more hours to actually see the Sumeru preview, because that got really laggy and cut off at the very end. Wow. When they revealed Inazuma last year, they showed with screenshots, and the first time they did it, they just showed some screenshots of them, and then the second time they had Ayaka give us a tour guide. But these are screenshots, not screenshots, concept art, which was really cool concept art. But this time they just full on showed actual the model of the landscape. I wonder if there's gonna be an update between this and 2.8 and the release of Sumeru, or if the next one's just gonna be 3.0. If Sumeru is gonna be the next update after this, which is that'll be pretty exciting. Because that's it would be just like last time we had the Golden Apple Archipelago followed by the release of Inazuma, and then we're gonna do that again. I'm excited. New stuff. And you know that that video of me pulling the KAZUHA from last year? That one, I also, for some reason, woke up at 6 in the morning to do pulls, even though that's not when the game dropped. That's just when I decided to pull. So I guess everything comes. I think it was actually July the 1st too. Sorry, second. It was the 1st. It's 1 year and 1 day to the minute, basically, almost. That I did those pulls for that video, and then I did some more pulls later on, but that was the start of the video. interesting. Everything comes full circle. I didn't get Kazuha then. I couldn't activate Saiyu. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. We have 2 minutes. That's fine. What is happening right now? Oh, these guys. Serpent Knights.
Feel this ancient power.
KAZUHA. 2.8 is so different than 2.7. 2.7 has a lot of stuff in it. There's a lot of like, spooky stuff. These guys, 2.8 is all like sunshine and going to the beach and okay, well maybe some dark stuff. It seems like really KAZUHA saw something pretty scary. So, but you know what I mean. This is all like, this was all with deep underground darkness vibes. Whereas that is, we're going to go back to the Golden Apple Archipelago. Okay, now the dark matter, the monsters are gone. I'm most glad that you were the one Kadif got to help us out. If it was anyone else, I doubt they could have solved this issue quite so handily. I'm pretty good at what I do. That is plain to see. The 2 miners, 2 and Hao, have headed back to rest. Looks like it'll be difficult to move the spike back right away. But clearing the mud out as we go isn't a good idea either. The closer we get to the area venting the mud, the more intense the rate at which it will just keep flowing out. We have to stop the problem directly at its source. Looks like we need another solution. That's it? Okay. I guess. Fine by me. Teleportation. Yay.
I have dishonored.
No one saw that. No one saw that. That's all I have to say. Oh, why am I so bad? You don't sound like you're also getting affected. It's just like Zichong, just like those 2 miners, you're getting sick. It's feeling affects myself. Must have stayed here too long with thinking of towards the ley line rupture. It's not a big deal though. Okay, as long as you're aware, that's fine. At the same time, I just also thought of a solution. It's just that, well, I must say that finding a way to move the Persona spike around is actually not as hard as finding excuses to extend those reports' submission dates. Since someone covers the ground, we can make it float using a little hot air balloons. The travel is the foot of the spike, though. That sounds like a pretty good idea. Of course, this will help us solve our dark problem to some extent, but in areas where it's blocked at the tunnel, we might still have trouble getting the hot air balloon through. And this is without speaking of the monsters out the Bible track. I'm afraid with the least I can see you. Yeah, don't worry. I'll lend you my star for a while. Paimon's just mostly cheering you on from the sides, you know. I think that laughing just a little would make you cough this much. Whatever the case, 2 and Hao are packing the Persona spike and getting the balloon ready. I'd have packaged the Persona spike myself, but in the mere effort of standing up for a while, it was enough to send me into coughing fits. How embarrassing. Let's have to train my body as well as my academic mind in the future. Just don't end up like Ji Qiang. Like, I have a feeling that like years from now, and go to Conria or the Abyss or something, we're gonna go there, and that's where we're gonna find Ji Qiang again. We're gonna find her there. Oh. What, the slime? There's nothing here. I just realized, are we gonna actually get the sword that we saw that KAZUHA had in the trailer? Hang on, let me finish this first, and then I will finish that thought. You're just in time. We're done wrapping this thing up. Yes, that dude from Sumero's explained that when you saw that balloon. Come on, Oseni is not some dude from Sumero. He's Here to help us with the dark point. Could you be respectful? Hey, this is just a friendly form of address. Right, whatever. The balloon can be used, and the purification device has also been prepared. If you need the help with the mighty superstar, just rest. Okay, it's fine. Because I leveled up the sacrificial sword for Kazuha, but if he gets his own sword, that'd be cool too. But I don't think he will, because they didn't show it in, like, you know, like when they announced like the new characters and stuff, they also announced like new weapons, including ones from like.
Burst forth.
Or, actually, no, wait. They'll just show it when they show whatever the source of the weapon is. If there's a new weapon, but they didn't show any new weapon, so I guess it's just a cosmetic thing for the
Coming to be.
story-wise. I don't know. It looks like he was forging a pretty cool-looking sword, though. All that mud dropped from the sky, we didn't need to clear up most of it. It'd be kind of cool if they showed the spike, like, actually on the
Still within my burst forth.
That's pretty cool. Anyway, we get to do this. But that's pretty cool. This is like this event has its own story and narrative. It's really awesome. And the special program is at like 5 in the morning where I'm at. Now I think it's like not really worth it for me to wake up. It's just sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and it's like, oh, it's like 4:45. It's gonna start at 5 o'clock. I'm just gonna stay awake instead and watch it live instead of watching it when I wake up. And I've been doing that every time now, the last few times. With that being said, I probably should have just stayed asleep. So it would have been true. The thing is, the problem is I'm only too anxious to sleep. I wasn't awake, and I thought about, hey, I could be awake watching the special program now. Then I'll be like, oh, I should be doing that then. How do I? Oh, I guess I gotta use. Because I can't. I could go back and forth, but I guess I didn't need to. Why is it not? Oh, there's one over here. I missed one. It's literally trapped in the mud. Alright, yay, you're free now. Is it home free? I think not. Yeah. Called it.
So rude.
Burst forth. Moments of birth.
Oh, so many monsters here. Oh, only 1 minute left. Okay, we just gotta. Don't panic. I'm fine.
Sakura swirl. My apologies. Yeah.
We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Please, just. This is down. Okay. Is that it? Okay. Good to know. I think we're almost done. I think there is like 5 parts, I think. According to my estimations, there should be an opening through which the ley lines are overflowing. If we can get the spike up and running here, we can affect the ley lines such that the opening can be closed. I believe this will solve our problems for good. I must perform another round of checks. Once the spike is ready, we'll get rid of this terrible mud. Alright, so it looks like we're almost done. Get away from... We need to get away from that abyss mage. And we should probably activate this as well. Yeah. Hello, what are you doing at this Fatui camp? Because it's an abandoned Fatui camp, so it's as good a place as any is to hang out. You're finally back. How are your investigations going? The spikes adjustments have been completed. I'm still a little worried, but we can only leave it there in the tunnels. I've asked Kadif to make some medicine for Tu and Hao as well. It's up to you now. Initialize the spike and seal the openings through which the dark mud is gushing out. Honestly, when Kadif first came to me for help, I thought to myself that I'd just pack the spike up and head to Sumeru if things didn't work out. In any case, we've done enough experiments on the Persida spikes already. More than enough to have data that could support a full report. But Tu and Hao, if I just left them there, they would have to deal with this dangerous dark mud for the rest of their lives. I decided that my research could not help them, and it was only good for publishing reports, then it would not be worth very much at all. So I decided to find some way to stop the ley lines from spewing this mud. I must admit that coming into contact with this dark mud was something of a wake-up call for me as well. I believe in your strength, but the areas where the mud flows freely are still very dangerous, so be careful. I will take care of the spike. I was talking about you. The spike can indeed decrease the effects of the mud on the monsters if deployed to the ley line ruptures. But the monsters have been attracted to there too. It's just too numerous, so please you have to take care of yourself. Thanks. Thanks, Hosseini. Going back on the thing he said earlier. Score.
Great undertaking.
Easy. Just take out as many enemies as we can and things will be fine. Oh, elite opponents. Oh, that was why that one had like a little light on its head. Anyways, lots of stuff to look forward to. So much stuff to look forward to.
Whirling snow.
Live! Moments of birth.
Back in the Iridori Festival, I was like, I wonder why they didn't believe in KAZUHA. Now I know why. Now I know why. It is because they had even more in store for him later.
Burst forth.
Okay, I don't know why I had to deploy Albedo's thing. We're taking out Geo Slimes. Oh no. Oh
Feel
no.
this ancient power. Thunderclap!
Embrace the ice.
Goodbye. There's nothing to be afraid of now. I am so used to defeating these robot things. Well, I have all the farmed. I don't know why I'm so scatterbrained, but like I have all the farmed material for KAZUHA from last year. Siga no Terra and Magu Kenki cores. Although I also had to get more because in between that I also got Sayu. But I'm preparing because now it's time to start preparing for Klee as well. So I might not get her. Who knows? I mean, I'm hesitant to I mean, I like to, you know, the reason I play phone is because it gives me something to do. So I'll do it. But the thing is, oh, almost has one. Okay, that's fine. Considering the results of the KAZUHA pre-farming last time, or like trying to get KAZUHA last time, I would not count this one. getting the secondary character beyond the character basically guaranteed for myself. And that I'm good with that. Because you know what? I don't know. I just wanna play this game. That's all. I like playing Genshin. How'd it go? Did you manage to operate the spike successfully? Yes, it went well. Good. Though the Persina spike cannot seal the opening in one go, as long as it's successful once, continued operation should not be an issue. This means that it really is just a matter of time before the opening closes completely. Our problem is therefore solved. I must record this. For all I know, I may yet become a figure of some influence in the academia once the full research report on the Persina spikes is submitted. I might even write it to my future memoirs. I can see it now. My experiments with the whatever, skilled Teddy at the chasm. I'll be waiting eagerly for the day to come. Well, if I'm not hardly as good at writing stories as I am reports. I only hope that you'll forgive any flaws in my work. Looks like we're done. Oh, looks like we can do that one again. Can we do them all again? Primo gems. Oh yeah, we can, because this one has a score. Great. What's my Primo gem count looking like now? Almost at 40,000, just like I said. We're ready. I am so ready. I am so ready for this. Alright, that's all. I'm gonna go back to sleep now. And by go back to sleep, I mean I'm gonna watch the trailer again, but thanks for chilling. See you. Well, we have one more. We have this event to do with the robots, the cute robots, and then after that, we'll see you at 2.8. All right,